Hi everyone, Jamie here to welcome you back to another Creative 7 video, and today we will be talking about photography. And because I am not a professional photographer, I'm just a professional graphic designer, I guess, we went out to meet up with Alix Gould. She is a professional photographer and she'll bring in some nice tips and tricks for you all. So here at Creative 7, if not in every single design agency out there, we rely on good images in order to make our designs pop. When it comes to having a good image with good quality, having the right composition, the right lighting, I mean, that's what's gonna make the whole layout, the whole design stand out. So here at Creative 7, throughout the years we've partnered with different photographers, and today we decided to go meet with Alix Gould, and she will give us a couple of tips and tricks. Do you see yourself as a wedding photographer, or do you see yourself as, because I know you do a lot of...
I do a lot of weddings, yeah. I see myself as sort of a multifaceted photographer, so it's challenging to make a living doing just one thing as a photographer. It also, for me personally, gets very boring, so I do like to mix it up.
And do you find that, is that where you wanted to be when you decided to be a photographer? Is that like what you had envisioned? Was that the plan that you had?
I think so, yeah. I think I knew enough to know that if I only do one thing day after day, weekend after weekend, I will start just to feel a little stuck and a little uninspired. So.
What are the most common mistakes in a photo shoot from the client's perspective?
Yeah, so there can be lots of things that can go wrong, but they're easily avoidable. One would be just for your own visual representation, you know, take care of yourself in the days leading up to it, right? Drink lots of water. Don't go to Bender the night before. Things like that. Don't get a haircut close to your photo shoot.
I know, we just said this off camera, and this is so true, because you don't know what's gonna happen that day in the haircut.
Yeah, you don't, and also that new haircut look is sort of a...
Unless
it has a look.
really trust your barber.
Yeah.
Or hairdresser.
So things like that. I think a lot of clients get very, very nervous when they're going to a shoot, and they think like, you know, I have to be perfect. Oh, for sure. I mean, it's a weird thing being in front of the camera, right? Not everybody does it on a regular basis. So I think in terms of that, you have to realize a few things. First of all, your photographer has seen it all, right? So they don't think it's awkward.
Seen it all.
They don't think it's awkward.
What about clothing wise? And when I say clothing, I'm talking not about style per se, but colors and patterns.
Yeah, so there are some really easy no-goes. Any sort of label, so like Gap, you know, that kind of thing. Stay away from that. Gotta check. Anything with very, very complicated patterns can be a little bit distracting. If you want
lines? So we're talking
lines are definitely distracting. Okay. You can, if you need to add a punch of color, I always suggest do it with accessories, right? So wear a scarf, even jewelry, things like that for women, for guys, you know, watches and stuff like that. But neutral colors really are the best. So that could, you know, your whites, your grays, your creams, your blacks, even like your navy blues.
How do you promote your business? What's your best way to promote the business?
So when I first started out, I wasted a lot of money on paid advertising. You know, I would put ads in magazines and things like that, like Way magazines, so on and so forth. It's simply not. It didn't work for me specifically. I think in this digital age, going forward, it's a bit of a dinosaur. I mean, it works for some people, that's fine.
Yeah.
But for me and my specific industry, everyone's online. People who are getting married, people who are starting businesses, tend to be in that age range where social media is a big part of their life.
Yeah.
The way I see it is, I don't see it as a you know, one-for-one transaction. So very rarely do I put out a photo, somebody sees it and hires me. What you want to do is, you know, you have however many followers you have, you want to post on a regular basis so that when they think of a wedding photographer or a headshot photographer or a family photographer, you are the person that they think of. And you do that by its presence of mind.
Yeah, absolutely. And you see your Instagram profile as your portfolio.
It is for sure. And I think a lot of people go to my Instagram account before they even go to my website. For sure. if you are especially in a visual field, but I really think kind of any field at this point in time.
I think so.
If you don't have a presence online.
This is why we are here.
Yeah. Yes. If you don't have a presence online, get a presence online.
Now, going back to a business standpoint, and I wanted to get some tips and advice from a professional about photography and how, let's say you have your company and you want to get some headshots or you want to get some shots of your company. What are the things that people should look out for? What are the best ways to do?
Yeah, so I think that before you go about doing any sort of photography, weeks before, sit down, pen and paper, and actually write down what you are about or what your business is about, what your brand is about. So that can be, if you're working with a big company. I did headshots at a bigger firm yesterday. They were very corporate. So, their goals were professionalism, reliability, responsibility, things like that. Yeah. Versus, I don't know, you do it for a personal graphic designer or something like that, right? Much more approachable, much more maybe trendy, that kind of thing. So really develop what you would like to communicate to your clients or to your potential clients.
Thank you for meeting up and talking about photography. Hopefully we've given a lot of tips and tricks, and hopefully we'll do this again.
I hope so.
Talk about some other things and whatever comes up, and we'll put all your links on the comments so you can check out.
And I'll do the same.
What this And that's it for today. So don't forget to leave us some suggestions down on the comments to, I don't know, some topics you might want us to touch on. And we'll be back next week. So until then, just stay creative, guys.
Always.
Catching my good side, Colin.
Always.
Always. Then it's gonna be too much of me. And I mean, I love seeing that.